Good evening, my friends. Good evening, everyone. I thought about, earlier today I thought about streaming tonight. And I don't know how to explain it. But doing these little streams is such, I look forward to them. They're like, it's a nice way to kind of end my day before me and my wife go lay on the couch. It's a nice way to just talk about random shit. I don't know. I love it. I love doing these live streams. So welcome. Good to see everybody. Thank you for sharing this evening with me. I'm going to be here for about an hour. I've had a very busy past week. I've been off work for the past 7 days. Tomorrow I'm off once again. And then I go back on Sunday. But we went to Disney World for my daughter's 5th birthday. I had my sister and her husband and their 2 kids in town, and a couple of other really good friends in town with their kids, and we all hung out like for a week straight. Went to the pool, went to a trampoline park, went to Disney World for multiple days, hung out, drank last night with the friends until like 12:30 last night. Just bumming around where we, the neighborhood we used to grow up in. We grew up in all together, and it was a good, busy ass week. And tomorrow is one sec.
Sauna llamas. Anyway, naan bread from Publix, olive oil, mozzarella, grilled chicken, red onion equals flatbread pizza, mix honey, chili flakes, a little sriracha, pour
What?
over top. Holy shit.
Vince, thank you so much. And Grant, good to see you, Grant. I feel like it's been a while, my friend. Vince and Grant, thank you guys so much for the first super chats and channel support of this stream. Give me one sec. So yeah, needless to say, I'm exhausted. We ended up crashing on my parents' couch last night. Me and my wife, my daughter spent the night too. And like I said, we were out with friends and family until 12:30 last night, going to a couple bars. Went to bed around 1 in the morning, and then all the kids woke up at like 6:15 and busted into the living room where I was sleeping on the couch. And I'm tired. I'm tired, man. So keep me company as we traverse intergalactic space and talk about anything and everything under the universe. Welcome, my friends. Vince and Grant, once again, thank you so much. Vince says, so is a tauntaun. It is a warm blanket, is it not? Sauna llamas. Anyway, naan bread, N-A-A-N, naan bread. Is that how you pronounce that? Oh, like flatbread. Okay. Is that, okay. Naan is a leavened, oven-baked or tawa-fried flatbread, which is found mainly in the cuisine of Indian subcontinent, but is also found in Western Asia. Interesting. Okay. I'm sure I've had this. I just never knew the name. Naan bread from Publix, olive oil, mozzarella, grilled chicken, red onion equal flatbread pizza. Mix honey, chili flakes, a little sriracha, pour over top. Holy shit. That sounds delicious. You have just kind of blew my mind with the idea of mixing honey, sriracha, and chili flakes together. Especially the honey and sriracha. In my brain, on my taste buds right now, I know that would be a hit. I know that would be delicious. Like, I can imagine. I love sriracha on almost everything. I put sriracha on my eggs. I put it on my fucking turkey sandwiches. If I have like a breakfast burrito or something, I love it. I'm a big fan of sriracha. I put it sometimes in my Bloody Marys. Sweet, spicy, savory. That is a killer combo, man. I'm gonna have to try that. We got Publix wraps the other day. I don't know. I went with a wrap. I didn't feel like having a giant loaf of bread. And I kind of instantly, I kind of skimped on everything. I kind of like went really light. I just had like turkey, banana peppers, lettuce, tomato, onion, that boar's head deli sauce, or like the oil or whatever they have, you know, the sandwich dressing. And when I got home with it, I was like, I should have got something a little more grand, but sometimes it's nice to go simple. Today for lunch, which is why today for lunch we got Firehouse subs, me and the family, and I had a hook and ladder combo, not a combo, hook and ladder large sub, which is the reason I'm not eating dinner, because that is a lot for lunch. That is a big ass lunch. So I just had a protein shake for dinner, and that's it. It'll sustain me till the morning. But now that you mentioned some food, Vince, I'm getting my tummy's getting a little rumbly. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely gonna try that. I honestly think, I know people that put honey in their coffee. I've never tried that, but it sounds way better than like sugary ass cream and stuff like that. You know, to me at least. But anyway, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, that sounds good. Anyway, Grant, good to see you, Mr. Grant Guthrie. I'm sure no, any relation to Woody Guthrie? I'm sure I've asked you that before. I highly doubt it, but yeah. Grant Guthrie, thank you so much. You've been to Star Wars Land yet? Yeah. Had the breakfast Ronto wrap? ? I stole the recipe. Delicious. Actually, yeah, I've been to Galaxy's Edge a handful of times, because we live so close. We have season passes, and try to go down there as much as we possibly can. I take my daughter down there. Like if my wife is working and I'm off work and she doesn't have school, we'll go down for the day. But yeah, I've been there a lot. I actually just got back from Disney World for my daughter's 5th birthday, and we went to Galaxy's Edge, and she rode Rise of the Resistance for the first time, it's such a fun ride. But I've never really eaten at Galaxy's Edge. I mean, I've really only had one thing from Galaxy's Edge, other than like that popcorn that you can get, and like blue milk, I guess, and some drinks from the cantina from Oga's. I've really only had one meal, I suppose. That was when I was out in LA. We went to the Galaxy's Edge in California. I was there for EA Play, like in 2017? No, 2019? 2019, I think. And I had the ribs, like the spare ribs, I think. I wouldn't get them again. They were like really gristly, and they had like gelatinous tubes in them, like cartilage, and it was kind of gross, to tell you the truth. But that was a long time ago. I would love to eat there again. I would get something different. I've never tried the Ronto wrap, which kind of wish I would have got that this time, because that's like the only thing that I've heard is really good there. But yeah, man, we like going down there. It's they do a hell of a job. I'm gonna have to look up that recipe. That's a really good idea, Grant. I did look up like copycat recipes of some of the Oga's Cantina drinks, because there's one that I really liked called Jet Juice, and I look up a copycat recipe, and you got to buy so many different liquors and things like that, and I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff like that just to have it for one drink, Let me look it up again. Jet Juice Disney recipe. I'm not going to pronounce any of this. Anco Reyes Chili Anco Liqueur, Sadia Liqueur, Maker's Mark Whiskey, multiple I would drink the Maker's Mark Whiskey by itself, but the other two things, like, I would just buy it for this drink, and I'd be spending a lot of money just to make a Star Wars drink. And it's delicious, don't get me wrong, but Grape juice, lemon juice, bourbon. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate that, Mr. Grant. Oscar Rodriguez and Mr. Grant once again. Oscar says, Spyro Reignited Trilogy is my cozy blanket. I've never played a Spyro game. Let me look this up. When did they come out? Spyro. I'm sure I would. Yeah, okay, 1998. Weren't they PlayStation exclusives? Are they still PlayStation exclusives? PlayStation. Okay, I think they are PlayStation exclusives, right? Yeah. So I never had a PlayStation growing up. The only time I ever had a PlayStation was I bought it in 2011 when the Star Wars Blu-rays were coming out, and a PlayStation 3, and I never played Spyro, so like I have no context to anything Spyro. So I don't have any kind of nostalgia or knowledge of Spyro at all. But hey, I got warm blanket video games as well, man. But speaking of video games, my niece and nephew got a Nintendo Switch. They were in town, like I said, for the past week, so they had their Switch at my parents' house, and he was playing like Mario for the first time, and he's 5 years old, and you could tell he was getting super frustrated, and what he kept doing was like he would try a level and then he would just turn on the what is it called, the super guide, and let the game play it for him, and then after the super guide finished the level, he would be like, I beat that level. He would like be super proud of himself, and everybody was like, but you didn't even play it. But yeah, it was the Super Mario Deluxe. Is that, or Mario Deluxe? It has like Luigi and Mario on the cover. It's like a green cover, I think. But yeah, it was fun watching him playing a little bit. But anyway, Oscar, I appreciate that, man. Oh, Spyro is a multi-platform franchise as of 2001. Reignite is on the Xbox. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I've never played him, man. Never played him. Don't know anything about him. I wonder if that's something my daughter could get into. Grant Guthrie, thank you so much once again for not only that, but being a member for 44 months, man. That's wild. Grant says, the blue milk is okay. I can send you a better recipe. Oh, interesting. The popcorn is also decent, but nothing incredible. The breakfast Ronto wrap, stupid good. Yeah, I should have tried it. I'll go down there soon again and try it again. Try it for the first time. But yeah, the blue milk is. I like it. I didn't get it this time. I usually do, but it's I like it with a little dash of rum in it. I'm a pretty big fan. I really like the flavor of it. Yeah, I can see why people would just be like, meh, whatever about it. But I think it's pretty damn good. The popcorn, I don't really remember it. Like, I know I bought it for my daughter, and I tried a handful of it. And it kind of, from what I remember, it kind of tastes like Fruity Pebbles, right? It's just like a candied popcorn. Nothing too special. I really like bought it. I went up to the counter to buy it, and I asked for the Mouse Droid like popcorn container, and they didn't have any. And I don't know if they sell them anymore. Mouse Droid popcorn bucket. Let me look this up. Maybe. Oh, you can buy them. People are selling them for really cheap on eBay. $14? Man, I want to get that. I really like the look of the mouse droid popcorn bucket. I want to put that on my like a shelf. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. My wife will be like, "What is that? What is the like $15 charge eBay charge?" Hey, you know, the company that she's worked for 15 years is like shutting its doors. She'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be jobless in like a week, so maybe don't buy $15 fucking Star Wars popcorn buckets." And she's right. But it's so cool looking. Anyway. Next time, Grant, I'll go down soon with my daughter when like my wife's working. Because our season passes are only good during the week, so.
I say that
and I'll
blue
get a
milk
Ronto
is
wrap.
just okay, Moraz. It doesn't really seem like how I'd envision blue milk being. The popcorn has 2 flavors. Posted a pic of my cooking creation in your Discord media section.
Nice, Grant. Nice. I'll check that out. 1 second, man. Bubba Fett, thank you so much for the channel support. I still have a cough. I've had like a cough for a week. Everybody in my family has. So I apologize. Got that phlegm as well. Bubba Fett says, ever read Death Troopers? Audible version is nuts. No, I've never read Death Troopers. And for whatever reason, like the idea, it's been recommended to me multiple times, but the idea of the book has never really appealed to me, and I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I'm sure it's deeper than I think it's going to be, but like in my head, I think it's just going to be like bare bones story and like an attempt at Star Wars horror. And I'm sure it's more than that. But no, I've never read it. I don't really... Oh, 1 sec.
Watch Roach in theaters when it re-releases. I would go if only I didn't have to re-experience the pain of being swallowed up by Cy Snootle's STI CGI lips and Joe Yowzer's digital saliva on the big screen.
Mr. Nick, Darth Nicholas, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the generous super chat and channel support this evening. Give me 1 sec. But yeah, Bubba, I've never read it. I never had much of a desire. And I'm weird in the fact that I don't really like to listen to Star Wars audiobooks. I don't know why. I've never finished a full Star Wars audiobook. I've tried. I'm not a big fan of like, I guess it's not just a Star Wars thing. I'm not a big fan of audio fiction audiobooks. Now, where I do like audiobooks are like science books or history books, like nonfiction stuff. But for whatever reason, when it comes to fiction, I like to read it. And I don't really care for fiction audiobooks. But, let me look up Death Troopers. Maybe it's Death Troopers Kindle. Let's see how much it is on the Kindle. $12, okay. I have other books that I need to finish before I read that, but it's easily digestible, only like 266 pages. I can do that quick. I say I can do that quick, but it would still take me a while. All right, I'll add that to the list, man. I'll add that to the list. But I appreciate that, Bubba. Steven Schinder, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Steve says, have you seen... Sorry, guys. Have you seen the new Mario movie? Such a fun, warm blanket. Yeah, we actually went and saw it the day before yesterday. Saw it with my family, my wife, my daughter, my sister, her husband, their 2 kids, are really good friends and their 2 kids, and my mom, and a couple of other parents, and there was like 14 of us, and we all went and watched Mario, and yeah, I liked it. My daughter, she said she liked it. She wasn't as enthusiastic for it as like when we watched Puss in Boots in the movie theater. She loved Puss in Boots, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was different than what I was expecting. But yeah, it was fun. I don't think I liked it as much as like my wife. She really liked it. But it was enjoyable. It made me want to play Mario, man. It made me want to play Mario, and kind of, you know, it was fun to see. Very nostalgic, you know. We all grew up with Mario, right? I had like an original Nintendo controller in my hand, like when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and I've been playing that shit ever since. So, you know, to see something like that, that's just such a gut punch of nostalgia was pretty damn cool for sure. Ty, I would love to have some of those guys on like a little podcast or a little interview. I would love to do that. What's funny, Ty says 4K 83 version 2.0 is out. What's funny, Ty, and I'm not going to reveal who it is, but somebody that works at Lucasfilm emailed me and asked me how they can get a copy of 4K 77. I'm not going to reveal who it is, but I just thought it was so... They emailed me, and they said their name, asked me, you know, they're so interested in it, they watched my video, and they want to get a copy of it, and they asked me how to get a copy of it. And then at the end, they said, full disclosure, I work for Lucasfilm. And then I looked them up, and I was like, no shit. It's kind of funny. So, yeah. Yeah. Kind of neat. Even the people that work there, you know, want the originals. You know. Pretty cool. Anyway. Grant, Darth, Nicholas, Evans Media, and Grant, once again, thank you guys so much. Grant says, I say the blue milk is just okay, more as it doesn't really seem like how I'd envision blue milk being. The popcorn has 2 flavors. Posted a pic of my cooking creation in your Discord media section. Nice, so definitely check that out. Yeah, I think, you know, we all have a different idea of how blue milk would taste or look, or, you know what I mean? And the blue milk at Galaxy's Edge, I'm a fan of it. I really like the flavor of it. But I can see how, like, you might think it's a little... it's like a slushy, a little bit of a slushy, you know? In my head, it just... Blue milk would be... I don't know. It's just what I was picturing would be like the consistency of milk with blue... but blue. You know what I mean? No, I get it. I get it. I don't really know how to describe the flavor. I mean, Grant, how would you describe the flavor? It's like... Oh man, I really don't know. Let me look this up. What do people say that it tastes like? Blue milk Galaxy's Edge flavor. Blue milk is a plant-based beverage. I describe it as a tropical fruit smoothie with a very thin consistency. It's made with coconut milk, rice milk, and fruity flavors. Tastes like fruit slushy. It's bomb, don't get me wrong. It's just a little bit too punchy and strong. Interesting. Yeah. This Disney blog says blue milk has pineapple, lime, dragon fruit, and watermelon in it. Interesting. But it's a it's a kind of a different flavor. I don't really know how to put my finger on it. When I first tasted it, it was kind of a familiar flavor, like I'd had something like that before, maybe in like popsicle form or something like that. But I still to this day I can't really I can't really put my finger on what it tastes like, you know. What it tastes like in terms of something that I've had before that, you know, like I said, it tasted familiar, but yeah, I'll check that out, Grant. I'll check that out in the Discord. Dude, I still have the mouse droid popcorn bucket pulled up, and I'm so fucking tempted to click buy. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it. Let me look for a cheaper option first. Mouse droid popcorn bucket. I'm gonna do it. You're listening to me live. Waste fucking money. Oh, how joyous. Oh, how joyous. Oh, there's nothing better than just fucking wasting money that you don't have on stupid bullshit that you don't need. But it looks so cool, man. I want it on a shelf. I wonder if it would even fit on a shelf. Do they still fill it up for like $2? We have a popcorn bucket that we take to Disney World. We bought it, you know, just like a reusable popcorn bucket, and if you bring that into the park, you can refill your popcorn for $2.25. So, you know, you buy the bucket for like $13, and then every time we go, we take the bucket and we just get popcorn for $2. It's a good deal. It's like the best deal in the park, you know. So I wonder if you can still do that with a mouse droid. Possibly. Let's see. The shipping. The shipping, I'm going out of town, and the shipping says that it's going to be here while I'm out of town. But that's all right. Okay. Let's see the description, see if there's brand new, undamaged. All right.
Have you read Dark Disciple? Based on a cancelled TCW arc, Asajj Ventress and Quinlan will have great chemistry in it, and it's not only my favorite SW book I've read, but also my favorite canon book.
Mr. Nick, thank you guys. Thank you so much. One sec. I'm just buying something. I'm just buying something that I've wanted for a long time. Cool. All right. Mouse droid incoming. Sweet. Yeah, if you guys are looking for like mouse droid popcorn buckets, I didn't realize people were selling them for so cheap on eBay. And they're cool looking, man. All right. ordered. That will be on a shelf in my videos in the not too distant future. All right, sweet. Sorry, guys. Where was I? Darth Nicholas, Evans Media, Grant Guthrie, Vince, Darth Nicholas, and Caretaker. Good to see everybody, and thank you so much. Nick says, do you plan to watch Return of the Jedi in theater when it re-releases? I would go if only I didn't have to re-experience the pain of being swallowed up by sized noodles' shitty CGI lips. In Joe Yowza's, is that an actual name? Digital, I didn't know that was his name. Digital saliva on the big screen. With that said, I'm holding out hope that a few Rebel theaters will have the courage to screen the despecialized edition of Return of the Jedi. Dude, that would be incredible. Yes, so it is. Return of the Jedi is re-releasing in the theaters from April 28th to May the 4th. And let me look at the calendar real quick. I will be out of town from the 27th through the 1st. Okay, so let me look here. 27th through the 1st. So I'm out of town. I come back on Sunday and then don't have to work on Monday. Have to work on the 2nd. Don't have to work Wednesday or Thursday. So yes, I will definitely see it in the theater. I don't know if I'm going to go, like, you know, my wife will work. My daughter will be in school. I'll probably end up going to see it myself. Like, I might ask a couple of my buddies, but, you know, they work during the week, and they're also going out of town with me. It's a big friends trip. So I don't know if they're going to be able to swing, you know, going to see a movie with me. But if it comes down to it, I'm just going to buy a solo ticket, sit my happy ass down in the movie theater to watch Return of the Jedi. So yeah, I'm definitely planning on it, you know. Despite my dislike of the changes made to Return of the Jedi, there's no way I'm going to miss out on seeing it on the big screen for the 40th anniversary, you know. There's no way I'm going to miss that. But yeah, the Jedi Rock stuff, Nick, yeah, I don't like it. It's one of my least favorite things in any of the changes, you know. Yeah. But dude, imagine, Nick, if if like one of the projectionists at a movie theater got their hands on a copy of, you know, 4K 83 and decided to show that instead of whatever version they're going to show. Imagine that. Imagine for the 40th anniversary, they actually showed the movie that came out 40 years ago. You know, wouldn't that be a hell of a thing to do? Oh, that would be incredible. Don't let, Nick, you know, don't let a few shitty, stupid changes deter you from going to see Return of the Jedi on the big screen. Don't let that deter you, my friend. Don't let that deter you. Go see it. You know, go see it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. But yeah. Anyway, Mr. Nick, I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you go. I hope you go see it, man. Maybe I'll video. Maybe I'll be one of those assholes who videos walking into the theater. Hey guys, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? I'm here at the blah 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 theater, and I'm gonna go see Return of the Jedi. I'll let you know what I think of it when I get out of the theater. And record myself in my car. Oh, anyway, cheers, man. Evans Media, thank you so much. Evans says, hey, HG, had an amazing day at school. It was my senior picture day. They take them junior year, and I got to bring my lightsaber as a prop, so I had that all day. Hell yeah, man. That's fun. They didn't let us do anything like that for my senior pictures. Everybody had like a suit on. Like, not like a full suit, but like they just had a suit, like a fake, but like the front of from what I remember, it was like the front of a suit hanging on a hanger, and they kind of like draped it over you and made it look like you were wearing a suit top, and everybody's wearing like the same exact suit top and yearbook. That's cool though. Oh man, you're almost done. That's exciting. A whole exciting future ahead of you, man. That is exciting. There's nothing better than getting out of the... I really enjoyed high school though. I great friends that I'm still best friends with today. Good times, good trips, good friends. Played in a band, goofed around. It was good. I had a good experience. But definitely didn't allow us to have any props in our yearbook photos. That would have been cool. I don't know what I would have brought. Probably at the time a guitar. I don't know. Enjoy your last year, man. What's left of it? It's almost done. But cheers, Evans. I appreciate that. What lightsaber? I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. What lightsaber was it? And Grant Guthrie, thank you so much as well. Grant says, OG Thrawn trilogy read by Mark Thompson. The only Star Wars media I'd insist on the audiobook for. It's an entire experience. Yeah. As I said earlier, I've never been a big fan. I know they're all incredible. Like, they put sound effects and music in a lot of the Star Wars audiobooks, but for whatever reason, I've just never been able to get into the audiobooks of Star Wars. It's deeper than just the Star Wars audiobooks. It's all fiction audiobooks. I've never really been able to get into fiction audiobooks. Don't know why. I definitely prefer reading fiction over listening to fiction. But yeah, the only OG Thrawn book that I ever read was Heir to the Empire. And that was in, I was in middle school when I read that. So I'm sure a lot of, and I barely remember it. Like, I still have that copy that I got at a middle school book fair. But I know for a fact, I don't really remember much of it, the book. But I know for a fact I read it, and I'm sure a lot of the things in the book kind of went over my head at that age, So I would love to revisit it at some point. Get it on my Kindle, and read it. I'm currently reading Thrawn Alliances. I'm last time I looked, I'm like, according to my Kindle, I'm like 62% or something like that done with it. So I've enjoyed it so far. I like what they do with, if you've read it, they do a good, he does a good, Timothy Zahn does a good thing with the usage of time and telling kind of multiple stories that kind of parallel each other but are really decades apart. And it kind of adds a little bit of there's stories that I like in the book way more. Like the story with Padme right now. I don't know, I just can't really get into it, but when the book gets back into the relationship between Thrawn and Vader, Thrawn and Anakin, in these different timelines, I'm enthralled and I'm deep into it. But yeah, anyway, I need to revisit Heir to the Empire for the first time in 30 years? No, not 30 years. I'm almost 37, so I don't know, 25 years? How old are you when you're in middle school? I don't even know. 14, 12? I don't know. Anyway, Grant, I appreciate that, man. Vince, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Vince says, Disney should sell ahi tuna and say it's that whale meat Kenobi was slicing, and they could pair it with a pickled Snoke martini. Winner, if you ask me. Yeah, I dig it. I'm not a ahi tuna guy. I don't really eat seafood. But I think that would be a big hit, Yeah, something like that would be a big hit. That's what despite not eating a lot of stuff at Galaxy's Edge yet, I need to try more. I think they do a really fun job with the look of everything, the fun description of everything. They do make it seem otherworldly and unique. It's not just chicken fingers and fries. It's not just some like rubber ass hamburger patty that a lot of other concessions at Disney World are like. It's unique, it's fun, it's different, just like everything at Galaxy's Edge, the food itself is an experience. It's pretty neat. But yeah, pickled Snoke martini, I get down with that. Dude, a dill pickle martini? Is that a thing? Dill? I love martinis. Dill pickle martini. Oh my God, I've never even thought of that. I love pickles. Oh, brother Vince. My man. Dill pickle martini. Oh my God. So Vince, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but lately I've been infusing vodka with dill pickles for my Bloody Marys, and I love it. Okay, this is what this is. So, homemade dill pickle infused vodka, fresh cucumbers, fresh herbs, all good, blah, 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 blah. Make sure it's vodka that you enjoy the taste of, and that's actually tastes like dill pickle. A briny, peppery kick at the end. Nice, man. All right. I'm down for this. I'm gonna keep this up. This sounds delicious. Oh, I love dirty martinis. I'm with you. My wife makes a really good one. She used to make them a lot. We haven't done that lately. We're on a gin and tonic kick lately. She gets it's like what is the flavor? It's she gets tonic water that is it hibiscus tonic water? I think that's what it is. Hibiscus tonic water. And it's delicious. But Vince, you turned me on to an idea that I never even thought of. I love pickles. I love olives. I love pickles. I love banana peppers. I love stuff like that. Tequila instead of vodka. That sounds good. I think I would like that. For a while, I was putting gin in Bloody Marys instead of vodka. And initially, I liked that better than vodka because it had a different flavor. It had a different bite to it. But I kind of got sick of it. I don't know. I got sick of that gin flavor in my Bloody Mary. I always make my Bloody Mary way too strong. Like, they're never as good as a restaurant because I have a heavy pouring hand. And, like, it ends up just being like 3/4 vodka and a little bit of Bloody Mary mix. Zing zang. Yeah. All right. Dill pickle martini. You didn't even mention it, but I'm gonna do dill pickle martini. You did a pickled Snoke martini. I like it. Well, let's make our own, man. Let's make our own. Let's start making.
With Ahsoka calling Thrawn the heir to the Empire, I would highly recommend doing that reading before the show comes out. If you're so inclined to do a vid on it, I'll get a Thrawn-inspired tattoo. While I need to be stopped.
Grant, I'm actually planning on getting my first tattoo at the age of 37 for my birthday in May. And it's going to be... 1 second, Grant. I'll get to that in a second. I appreciate that, man. 1 second. Yeah. Where was I? I got Darth Nicholas, Caretaker, and Grant. Nick says, have you read Dark Disciple? Based on a canceled The Clone Wars arc, Asajj Ventress and Quinlan Vos have great chemistry in it. And it's not only my favorite Star Wars book I've read, but also my favorite canon book. Interesting. No, I've never read it. It's weird. Like, I want to read that. I'm familiar with it. I want to read, like, the Dooku book as well. But like, the books that I tend to read... So I've read Bloodline. I've read, which is my favorite. Bloodline's great. I've read the Ahsoka book. I've read the Thrawn book. I've read Last Shot, the Han Solo book. But like Dark Disciple, things like that, I don't know why, but they don't really jump out to me as something that I really, really want to read. Maybe it's because I'm only as familiar with like Asajj Ventress through the Clone Wars, but and she's not a character that I have this deep nostalgia for. She's not this character that I really have a huge desire to learn more about. But I think I would really get something out of reading a book like that, because it would be, this probably isn't the right way to say it, but a little outside of my familiarity, a little outside of my comfort zone. You know, it would bring me into a different section of Star Wars that I'm not all that familiar with, or honestly all that enthused with, you know. But a book like that would probably, you know, expand my horizons and appreciation for these characters that, again, I don't have this deep love for, you know. But oh yeah, Nick, I do own Master and Apprentice. I started it and then I got sucked into another book. I forgot I have that on my Kindle. I need to read that next for sure. I need to read that next. But yeah, man. All right, let me look it up real quick. Dark Disciple. Star Wars Dark Disciple. How much is that on the old Kindle? Oh, $9. All right. How much is Heir to the Empire on the Kindle? Heir to the Empire Kindle. We'll get at. Wait. Heir to the Empire on the Kindle is $4. I'm buying that tonight. Heir to the Empire on the Kindle is $4. I'm buying that tonight. Sweet. All right. Anyway, Nick, I appreciate that, man. I will eventually read that, just because, again, Dark Disciples, I mean. Just because it would be fun, a little out of my comfort zone, a little out of my familiarity, you know. But, yeah. I agree with you, Vince. That's one reason I like Qui-Gon. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Caretaker, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support this evening. My back teeth are floating, guys. I gotta pee so bad. Yeah. HelloGreedo live stream where he says too much about his things that he should keep to himself. Caretaker says, but Guido, don't you know Star Wars is dead? Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. LOL, Star Wars is dead. It's always been dead, motherfuckers. It died in 1977. It died again in 1980 and 1983. It died again when they came out with the prequels. It died in 1999. It died in 2002, 2005. It died when the Clone Wars came out. It died when they made those Ewok movies. Star Wars died when Disney bought it. Star Wars died in 2015 with The Force Awakens and Last Jedi, and died with The Rise of Skywalker. And it died with all those cartoons. It died with all those books. It died whenever something comes out that I don't like. Star Wars is dead. And I gotta tell everybody on the internet that is dead. Anyway, I appreciate that, Caretaker. It's dead. Star Wars is dead. Stupid. Did I sound like Cartman there? That was unintentional if I did. Probably not. A half-ass accidental Cartman impression. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Grant Guthrie, thank you so much once again for the support tonight, man. Grant says, with Ahsoka calling Thrawn the heir to the Empire, I would highly recommend doing that reading before the show comes out. If you're so inclined to do a video on it, I'll get a Thrawn-inspired tattoo. LOL, I need to be stopped. Yeah, I do plan on reading it before the Ahsoka show comes out. If you haven't read, and I don't really think it'll tie into the Ahsoka show that much, but the Ahsoka novel is actually pretty good, the one that came out a few years ago. I got it free on my Kindle. For what, I don't know how much it is now, but like for a certain period of time, it was free for Prime members. And I was like, you know what, I'll get it, just free, whatever. Not really expecting anything from it. But I read it, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like, it's a fun little, you know, like, I think it's like a young adult novel. It's not all that deep or heavy, but it's pretty good, man. Especially going into it without really having much expectations. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was memorable. It was memorable and enjoyable, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, Grant, I'm gonna buy it tonight. Heir to the Empire on my Kindle because it's $4 on sale right now. Yeah, when I finish it, it's a hefty big book. When I do finish it eventually, I will. I'll for sure make a video about it. 100%, I'll make a video about it. And please don't get a Thrawn-inspired tattoo when I finish and make a video about it. Please don't do that, unless you really want it. Unless you really want to. I mentioned that I'm planning on getting my first tattoo on my birthday. I'm gonna turn 37. And what it is, you know, I'm not one to like, I don't want, they always look cool and stuff like that. But you know, a lot of people get like really detailed, like Darth Vader helmets or stuff like that. I want something a little more abstract. And what I'm going to get is the Millennium Falcon, like computer, like the targeting computer, you know, in A New Hope, when Han and Luke, they run to the gunner seats and they're fighting the TIE fighters. There's the little crisscross pattern, like the little I don't know how to describe it. I mean, I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's like a checkerboard almost. That's a little overlapping. Watch that scene and you'll see a brief glimpse of it. But I want to get that. Something that's like a little more abstract, you know, you really have to be a Star Wars fan to know what it is. And I'm planning on getting that like on my tricep. That's like, you know, I've had that's like the one tattoo idea that has stuck with me for years. And so I think I'm finally going to pull the trigger and do it. Just it's a lot of like little line work, but I think it would look pretty cool. Minimalist, simple, you know, a little abstract. That's kind of what I like, but oh man, my cough is getting worse. Anyway, I appreciate that, Grant, and yeah, man, hopefully I can finish the book before the show comes out. It's a big book. I don't know if I'd get the little triangle, George. I'd get one of the squares filled in when Luke hits one of the TIE fighters, like one of the squares on the targeting computer lights up as like an indication of impact, and I'm going to get that blacked out. Yeah. Sorry, guys. But anyway, Grant, I appreciate that, man. And Bubba Fett, thank you so much for coming in with the final super chat and channel support of this stream. Bubba says, dude, Curveball Barbecue Whiskey. What in the hell is that? Let me look this up. Curveball Barbecue Whiskey. All right. Okay, I've never heard of this. Curveball Barbecue Whiskey plus Zing Zang mix. So good. Ooh, whiskey and Zing Zang. Golly, sorry, guys. That sounds delicious. I've tried so many Bloody Mary mixes. but the one that is by far the best.
Did you see the leaked front photo of Lars Mikkelsen, reprising the role from Rebels as Thrawn from Celebration? He looks amazing in a high-quality photo, and I honestly thought it was Elon Musk with blue face paint at first.
Nick, thank you so much for coming in with the final super chat and channel support of this stream. Give me one sec. But yeah, Bubba, by far the best Bloody Mary mix that I've found, and I've tried a lot, is Zing Zang. I don't know what it is about it. But it's great. And what's funny is that, like, so many restaurants, when they have a Bloody Mary mix or a Bloody Mary on their menu, they like list the ingredients and stuff like that. Most of the time it says Zing Zang mix. So even restaurants use Zing Zang, you know? It's great. God damn. Sorry, guys. I need to... I need to get this cough under control. But I appreciate that, Bubba. Cheers, man. Me too, Bubba. Me too. I've never tried to make my own because it's so involved. And I just, you know, I wouldn't be able to do it as good as Zing Zang. But yeah. And Darth Nicholas, thank you so much for coming in with the final super chat. Channel support of this stream. I appreciate the support this evening, man. I need a cup of tea or something for sure. This water is not helping. Maybe a gin and tonic will help, yeah? Darth Nicholas says, did you see the leaked front photo of Lars Mikkelsen reprising the role from Rebels as Thrawn from Celebration? He looks amazing in a high-quality photo, and I honestly thought it was Elon Musk with blue face paint at first. I did see that. Looked great, you know. Part of me wishes I hadn't seen that just because I want to watch that trailer, that version of the trailer, in high definition on my TV, you know? Oh, you're doing what stand-up comedians do, Vince. A little callback there. I should have shortened the stream. No worries, Nick. No worries, man. Yeah, I did see that. Looked great. I can't think of an actor who looks more like what you think Thrawn looks like, you know. Live action wise, you know. But yeah, it looked fantastic. I can't wait to see that I can't wait to see that version of the trailer or whatever, you know, high definition, and see him as Thrawn. I can just envision the mannerisms. I can envision the speech. I think it's going to be awesome. And I hope the show kicks ass. And I'm a hypocrite in that sense because I'm always the guy that wants new, right? But I am super excited to see Thrawn live action. Yeah. But yeah, I did save that version of the trailer on my phone. I can send it to you if you want. Do you assume it will be removed post? Yeah, I would assume that it would be removed as well. I think when I first started looking for a lot of stuff that was coming out of Celebration, that was only exclusive to Celebration if you were there, I saw a lot of tweets that had things removed due to copyright. So I'm sure it would get taken down pretty quick. But I have my ways. I'm sure I'll be able to find it for, you know, without an issue if I choose to hunt it down. But all right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get this goddamn cough under control. This is crazy. But Nick, dude, thank you so much. Everybody who super chatted tonight, I'm gonna go down the list. Darth Nicholas, Bubba Fett, Grant Guthrie, Caretaker Wanted, Vince, Evans Media, Steven Schinder, Oscar Rodriguez. I appreciate the hell out of the generosity tonight. Yeah. Working on some fun videos. I need to finish a video about Caravan of Courage that I'm working on. Anyway, I gotta go. All right. I gotta pee. I gotta get this cough under control. Yeah. Anyway, have a fantastic night, guys. Have a fantastic afternoon, morning, night, wherever you are on planet Earth. This This was fun. It's always a good time. I always look forward to shooting the shit with you guys. It's therapeutic. It's fun. It's informative. You buy a mouse droid popcorn bucket because you're an idiot asshole who wants to waste $15. Hey man, good night. It's a good night. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Let's go to the mall. All right. I'll see you guys later. Be safe. Have fun. Be nice. See ya.